your inner space can grasp whatever is happening as auspicious or whatever is happening as negative. It's your freedom. It's your freedom. Now, you need to take the responsibility. You need to understand what way you should look at the world. I tell you, if you live with the mood or idea of whatever is happening is auspicious, you may not have outer world wealth, but you will live like a god on the planet Earth. You will live like a god on the planet Earth. You will live like a flower on the planet Earth. You will add so much of auspiciousness to the planet Earth. You are blessing to a planet Earth. You will be a blessing to the planet Earth. That's what the tradition says, Tirthe Kurvandi Tirtinaha. They create tirthas by their presence. They create pilgrimage center by their presence. Person who feels everything is auspicious creates pilgrimage centers by their presence. You will be a great blessing to the planet Earth. You will be a great blessing to the whole cosmos. Here Shiva says, put mind stuff in such an inexpressible fineness above. He says, the chitta to be just moved away. Just see, go through your chitta, wherever too much of your emotions are connected to one particular picture. Just go through those memories consciously and consciously decide to remove too much of emotional attachment from those memories. You may ask, how can I find out which memory I am emotionally attached? Any memory or frame, picture comes up in your mind again and again, you are connected to that negatively or positively. That's all. Any emotional memory comes to you again and again in your mind, you are attached to it negatively or positively. Through fear or through greed, you are connected to it. Now, it's your responsibility to go through all those memories. If you are afraid of those some memories, sit and let you feel frightened. Don't try to push them away. If you are afraid of ghost, just sit and meditate on ghost. If you are afraid of snake, sit and meditate on snake. If you are afraid of death, sit and meditate on death. Anything with which you are negatively connected, your emotional memories are attached, your emotional attachment, sit and meditate on it. Same way, attachment through greed, it will be attachment through fear or attachment through greed. Attachment through fear is what we call hatred. Hatred is also attachment, understand. In Bhagavatam, they say you can become enlightened even hating God. It's little difficult, it will be suffering, that's all. But the enlightenment can be achieved by hating God. 3 people have achieved enlightenment by hating God. Only Shishubala, Gamsa and Karna. All 3 achieved enlightenment. Just hating God. Just hating. See, Shishubala used to abuse Krishna. Abusing, he always remembered Krishna. And same way, Gamsa, he always remembers Krishna because he has to kill him. He is afraid that Krishna will kill him. That fear, he is always remembering Krishna and he became enlightened. And Karna, just out of the vengeance, Karna knows Krishna is the power on the other side. So just constantly remembering that he is the enemy, he became enlightened. The story says, beautiful story. Let me tell that story, you will understand. Actually, the security guards of Vishnu, Jaya and Vijaya, disrespected Narada. Narada is a great devotee. When Narada came to see Vishnu, Narada said, please inform Bhagavan that I am waiting to see him. These guys said, no, Bhagavan is resting, you will not be having darshan now. Narada said, if you can, you see, if he doesn't want to see me, I have no problem, I will go away. But as a security guard, it is your responsibility to inform that I am waiting. The same problem which happens with me also. If I am resting, sometimes these guys, out of their laziness, they will not come and inform me. See, this Jaya and Vijaya did not go and inform Vishnu about the Narada's arrival, not because of respect for that Vishnu is really resting. They just do not want to respect this Narada. They said, this guy is such a small rishi, leave it. The Narada was not too impressive. With Indra, these guys wouldn't have played that same game. Indra was very impressive with all the jewels and all the power. See, the Jaya and Vijaya, security guards saying no to Narada because of Vishnu's resting wouldn't have been bad. If that is the reason. With Indra also these guys would have done the same thing. But these guys did. These guys told no to Narada just because Narada was not too impressive. Narada understood that. He said, you see, if you tell me you will not allow because of your love for Vishnu, I have no problem. Then I should be obeying your orders. But you told no to me because you judged me. Let both of you go to planet Earth and live like a human beings. Let you lose the nearness of the master. You guys are not qualified to be around the master. He cursed. When a devotee curses, it will become reality, truth. Then both the Jaya Vijaya fell at the feet of Narada and said, please forgive us. What you said is true. We wouldn't have done this to a Indra or a king. We did this to you because you are not really impressing us. You are not impressing us enough to go and tell master that you are here. Because you are a simple rishi. You are a simple sadhu. Please forgive us. We realize our mistake. Narada said, curse given is given. Nothing can be done. Go and ask Vishnu. He may relieve you. He may help you. I can't do anything. They go to Vishnu and cry. Vishnu asks, nothing can be done. The devotee's curse will come true. Understand. Be very clear. When you are a security guard of a master, or when you are an organizer of a spiritual organization, or when you are a trustee of a spiritual religious organization, be very careful. Never disrespect a devotee because he is not able to impress you. It is dangerous. Even God cannot save you. I always tell my organizers, do not disrespect devotees. Even I can't save you. Even I can't save you. Understand? If you are thinking, oh, I am working for God, I will be protected. Yes, you will be if you are dharmic. If you are dharmic. And don't think all your actions are acknowledged by the master or the divine. So, Bhagavan says, no. You guys have done a mistake. You guys have done a mistake. The devotee's curse will come true. I can help you only in one way. Because you guys have served me, I can help you in one way. Either you can take 100 human births and live as my devotees, then come back. Or 3 human births, you will live as my enemies and come back. What do you want? 100 lives as a devotees will be so joyful, beautiful, but too much time you have to be away from master. Too much time, it will be joyful. But 3 devotees, 3 lifetime as enemies, less time you will be away from master, but too intense, too painful. It will be too painful, too much suffering. These guys opted, even if it is too much suffering, it's okay, we will come back quickly. We want 3 lives as your enemy. We will come back quickly. We don't want, even if it is too painful, it's okay. Then Bhagavatam says, these 2, Jaya Vijaya only, came to planet Earth as Hiranya and Hiranyaksha and killed by Narasimha. Came back again, Gamsa and Sishuvala, killed by Sri Krishna, came back, and again Ravana and Kumbhakarna, killed by Rama and came back. Understand? Even being an enemy, you can become enlightened. Even by being an enemy, you can become enlightened, but very difficult, painful. What I want to say, even hatred is attachment. Even hatred is emotional memory. Whether you are attached to something through hatred or through greed, go through those memories. Go through those memories. Relive them. Meditate on them. If you are attached to somebody out of love, sit and meditate. Suddenly you will see the frame or the form or the figure is getting slowly detached from the emotion. The emotions are getting purified from the pictures. Just remove the pictures, whether it is hatred or love, from your emotion. You will see your whole emotion, inner space is available to you without any pictures attached to it. In pure form, reclaiming your inner space without any emotional attachment, any memories emotionally connected to it, is what achieving the state of Shiva. Here, Shiva wants that only. You can reclaim your emotional being, inner space